Let's talk about refs, baby. You're right, I'll stop. NHL refs, referees, officials, linesmen, zebras, and stripes. I'm sure you can think of a very long list of names people call NHL refs. And it's a much shorter list if you only count the names you can say in front of kids. They have a thankless job, a hard job, a dirty job, and 9 times out of 10, even if I don't agree with the ref, I at least sympathize with them. Hockey's a fast sport, fastest sport on earth, and unfortunately a lot of stuff gets missed. Now that all being said, they've been terrible this year! When I saw Paul Maurice get kicked out of that recent Jets Lightning game, I'm like, alright, I'm carving refs like a Thanksgiving turkey. And oh, I'll get to that, but let's put it on the back burner for now. We'll save the best for last. So you know what? Starting off lenient, a lot of refs have been pretty unlucky. I mean, someone in a striped shirt falls on Nail Yakupov off a face-off, and Yakupov misses significant time for the Oilers. Freak accident. Complete accident. And you know what, kids? Accidents happen. But when they're not accidentally injuring players, they're accidentally getting in the way of the puck. Take this example from a recent Montreal-Buffalo game. Down by just 1 goal with about a minute to go, the Montreal Canadiens can easily tie this game, and thanks for that, buddy. And the Sabres score. PK Subban is rightly livid because an official got in the way of the puck that he was easily on his way to getting, collecting. He could take it up ice and maybe even tie the game. Who knows? But as people were very quick to point out, you know what? Subban needs to control his temper because, like it or not, officials are they're part of the play. And if the puck hits them, well, that's too bad. And you know what? Alright, that's technically right. You know what? An accident. It's just another accident. Accidents happen all the time. Like, check out this accident. Blues dump the puck in. Kari Lettinen's like, I'll get that. That's amazing. Jaden Schwartz just puts the puck right in the net, just puts it in. And the Blues end up winning that game 2-1 in overtime. And as I'm making this video, the Blues are just 3 points behind the Stars. I thought that was an official in the corner, but my mistake, it was actually a playmaking forward for the St. Louis Blues. But you know what? No. So what if he got in the way of the puck and the puck went right in front of the net and right onto Jaden Schwartz's stick and had a huge impact on the game? So what? You know what? Refs are part of the play and accidents happen. Like, check out this accident. Don't mind if I just dump the puck behind the net. Oh, heavens. Oh, you got in the way. Oh, and now Joe Thornton, one of the best playmakers ever, gets the puck and puts it right in front. And look at that, the puck is in our net. The Tampa Bay Lightning, who are fighting for their playoff lives currently, were down by 1 goal when that happened, and there was plenty of time left in the game. Could have tied it, could have had a huge impact. Who knows what it could have done to their season. But it's okay, everyone. It's okay. Don't worry, because have you heard of such a thing as a makeup call? Well, it's just this little theory that refs will call a penalty this way or that way to even up a game. But how dare you even think that they would do that? How dare they have way too much integrity? How dare the cheek of you, the nerve? And Tampa got that call. Just kidding. They kicked Victor Hedman out of the game. Well, of course he did. You know what? You know why? They kicked him out because Victor Hedman shot a puck at an NHL official. How dare he? Who does Victor Hedman think he is? Dennis Weidman? We can't have barbarians like that ruining this league. Like, look at him clearly shooting the puck at the official. Look. Video footage can be very deceiving. I know it looks like he missed the ref by a quarter mile and came about a foot away from hitting his own teammate, but we need to protect the refs here. Sorry, but Victor Hedman just let his emotions get the best of him. Or Hedman was kicked out of the game because the official was embarrassed that he caused a goal just moments before and he let his emotions get the best of him. But you know what? No, this all starts with the puck going off the official's skate, and you know what? Accidents happen. And like it or not, sometimes accidents happen often. Which brings us to Paul Maurice. Now, I'm sure you're all very aware of what happened. Brian Little coming in, Anton Strawman destroys him, big brouhaha, and Paul Maurice loses his mind on Francois Saint-Laurent. And I'm sure it was a very civil discussion on Paul Maurice's part. Friend, I strongly disagree with your decision, but damn it, I respect you and admire the job you do. Intermission happens, Paul Maurice and the Winnipeg Jets go off, third period begins, Paul Maurice and the Winnipeg Jets come back. Maurice basically makes eye contact with the official, says some more nasty things, and gets booted from the game. Here is something that I read a lot when this incident broke, and you know what? It's actually a pretty good point, even though I disagree with it. People were saying, you know what? Paul Maurice was lucky that he didn't get kicked out for screaming at the officials in the second period. And you make an excellent point in that, yes, Paul Maurice was probably lucky he didn't get ejected from the game in the second period. Here's the problem. He was ejected in the third. A big reason that he flipped his lid in the third period, which is when he got kicked out, by the way, is because when he came out of the tunnel, Francois Saint Laurent was staring at him, doing a stare down, which I cannot stand because it's something that umpires in baseball do all the time. I cannot stand when an umpire or a referee or whoever does this stare down. When the puck hits you, it's an accident. Maybe you could have been paying better attention, maybe you could have done something else to get out of the way, but ultimately it was an accident. When you stare down a coach or you stare down a player, you are actively involving yourself in the game and daring them to take a penalty. And of course they're going to. Whenever I see a ref do that, Mr. Saint Laurent, I look at them and I go, oh yeah, there's a guy I expect to call the game nice and fairly. There's a guy who's gonna give the Winnipeg Jets a fair shake. Oh, I'm just imagining kids walking into a sports store with their parents looking for their first ever jersey. Oh goodness, there's so many choices. You could get Connor McDavid, Johnny Gaudreau, perhaps Morgan Riley, Jake Virtanen. And after giving it some thought, the kid nods and goes, this one. I want a Francois Saint Laurent jersey.
Mom? Dad? Do you think I could go see him in real life?
Of course you can, darling. And as a result, they buy some tickets to an NHL game so their child can witness their black and white striped hero live in person as they try to intimidate an NHL coach into taking a penalty because they think they're Macho Man Randy Savage. It's unprofessional, it's petty, and it's gutless. What, you're gonna stare him down? What are you gonna do, drop the gloves and fight him too? And after he kicked Maurice out of the game, he was smirking and laughing to himself. Oh, that's real good. Showed him.
Respect my authority!
Let me calm down, let me cool it. Let me ask you, has officiating been extra terrible this season? And if so, why? What's happening? I mean, the NHL introduced the Coaches Challenge, and that was supposed to make things better, and it only seems to be making it worse. Did you see the Marian Hossa goal that was called back in the Blackhawks-Coyotes game about a month ago? What even are the rules anymore? Because I don't know. In the KHL a few years ago, a team scored a goal with 6 skaters on the ice, and all the officials missed it. The KHL punished them by sending those refs to the minors. I'm not saying that'll ever happen or that it should, but it's kind of an interesting thought. I'm gonna get 5 in a game for this, aren't I?